Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be about Joe Fresh products. I've been looking around at Shoppers for different makeup items, and they had a display of the Joe Fresh cosmetics. Joe Fresh is a Canadian brand, and it was a clothing line, and they've moved into cosmetics. Not like H&M and Forever 21, I think. Both have come up with their own makeup brands. A quick look at what I have got. I've got some foundation primers, a few liquid lipsticks, and a blush and an eyeshadow palette. So I'll start with the ones that impressed me. The first one is the foundation. I actually mentioned this in a favorites video. This one is a Daily Boost Fluid Foundation. And the thing that got me is I went looking for any information on their cosmetics. I could not find anything online about their cosmetics, which is kind of disappointing because I can't tell you the ingredients that are in it. I can tell you that this one doesn't contain, it contains antioxidants for a hydrating and dewy finish. That's all I could find on this product, and it's just what's on the bottle, which was kind of disappointing, and I must have spent 2 hours searching for anything for it. This one is, it looks like it'd be really thick, but it's actually quite sheer, and I like it for my no makeup days. I do have oily skin, so I can't wear this every day. Certain times a month is just, it's not going. It doesn't have a smell. It stays in place. It's long wearing. When I have used it, it's stayed on all day. Mind you, I do use primer. I always use a primer. Even if I was going to do a first impressions, I'm always going to use a primer because that's how I normally apply my foundation. So when I used this, I used it with their primer, and it's a mattifying primer that absorbs oil and is clear and shine free. And it is clear and shine free. And I found this primer to be very nice. It didn't leave me overly matte. I didn't look like I had super dry clay skin. That's what I like to think of it. When you have a matte foundation that's just too thick and too drying, it looks like you've got clay stuck on your face. This doesn't do that. It doesn't have a smell. It doesn't break me out. I think the tube is deceiving because really there's only about this much product in the tube. It is 1 fluid ounce, but it just shocked me when I picked it up and looked at it and went, there's not much product in there, but you don't need very much to use it. It doesn't have an SPF or anything, so that works for my skin. $18. This is the most expensive item, and online it says that all the Joe Fresh products are no more than $18. So this is the most expensive item, worth $18 unless you're looking for a full coverage foundation. This is light to medium. You can build it up to medium. You're never going to get full. The primer was $14, which my tried and true primer that I use, if I can find it, is the Smashbox Blemish Control Primer, and it's $50. So if I'm willing to pay $50, I'm willing to pay $14 for this. It's a good product. The next item I have is their oil absorbing pressed powder. Again, maybe why this works so well with me. This one actually has quite a bit of information on it. This one's for light to medium skin. The packaging is quite thick, You're not going to have to worry about it breaking if you drop it. And it's quite a silky consistency. I don't know why I swatched that. You're not going to be able to see it because it matches. It does have, underneath it has a mirror with the powder puff, which is nice. This runs for $12, and you get a fair amount of product in here. It's 0.3 ounces, which is about average for most of your face powders. This is actually the only, no, it's the only colored powder, but I do have one MAC pressed powder that I do use. And for $14 I'll take this over, or $12 I'll take this over the MAC any day. Next item is the Seal Well, is their bronzer, and this one was in sand. They do have a few different ones. This one just seemed to be the best coloring for me, and it's good. It blends out nice. It's a nice color. I guess because I don't wear contour, I kind of want my bronzers to be a little cooler, but this one works out nice. It doesn't have the mirror or anything in it, so that's all you're getting is this, and it's also 0.3 ounces. So this is also $12. It's silky, it's smooth, it blends easily. I guess in the summer I'd probably have to have a darker shade, but like I said, it seals well. It's hard to get open. So, and again, it's a nice durable plastic. Next item on my list is a blush, and this is the cheapest item I have. It is 1 ounce, or 0.1 ounce, and this one is in the color Rose. And I think that's an odd color for it because it's more of a coral color. It's okay. I found that this faded through the day. I wouldn't not use it, but if you're planning on using it for like a long day, I wouldn't use it. You'd have to carry it with you and touch up. It's smooth, it blends easily, it's just not long wearing, and if you're going to put blush on, you kind of want it to be long wearing. But yeah, it's got a good package, plastic, and this one was $6, which isn't that bad for a blush. Next I have two of their long wearing lip veils. I've only used one of these so far. They're a nice color. I wish all liquid lipstick and lip gloss had that doe fit because it's nice and long and spread out. I'm kind of disappointed with the ColourPop ones right now because they've gotten the smaller doe foot, and yeah. So this one is in the color Nude, and this one is Rose. So the nude one is more of a pink. I don't consider it really a nude. It's a pink color. It's okay, but you have to build it up. It goes on for streak. It's going to be streaky. Whereas the rose was a little more opaque and goes on a little bit smoother. This is the color I wore. It lasted, I would say, 4 hours before I noticed it was starting to fade. It didn't fade weird. It didn't leave like a white line in the mouth. I will say they don't dry down completely, so there's always a little bit of stickiness there, but they're okay for $12 each. Mind you, I can get a ColourPop one that dries and stays on my lips for 8 hours for whatever it is. For ColourPop in Canada, it's going to be different because we have the exchange rate, so, but they're going to last longer. But I wouldn't not repurchase these again. They're nice. They don't have a weird smell, and they do last for a fair amount of time. Next item I had gotten was a lip gloss. And again, they have the same kind of doe foot applicator. This is also in nude, so I find the gloss to be a bit sticky. It's okay if you put it over like a lipstick. I wouldn't put it over their liquid lip veils because they don't dry down completely, so then you've got sticky on sticky, and that's not the greatest thing. I just think it's funny that they consider those both to be nude. This is the lip veil, this is the lip gloss. They're not similar in color at all. This is a nude. That's pink. The lip gloss are $10 each, and you do, I should say, you get 1.1 fluid ounce in each of these. Next they had a few different colors for these. They had, this is their eyeshadow trios. They're nice. You can build them up to a good covering, but maybe it was just the one I chose because it's more of a cool tone nude. In fact, this one is called Cool Neutrals. I really had to work it up to get something that actually looked like I was wearing something on my eyes. They're silky, and they're not overly shimmery, but they're not matte either. There's no sparkle per se, and the pigment is fairly good. I just found that they blended away when I was trying to apply them. I wouldn't purchase more, but I will continue to use this palette because I do prefer cool toned eyeshadows. The eyeshadow was $10. So for $10 you get 3 good sized pans of product, and they do include little eye look, and it does have a mirror. And of course the packaging is really good. That's one thing I'm very impressed with the Joe Fresh, is all the packaging is very tough. Like, I really have to work to get this open too. The only thing I don't have to work to get open, obviously, is the foundation. And the last product I have, and the disappointing one, and I did say that this was a flub in my Friday fab or flub, was the concealer. And this is an illuminating concealer, and I got it in the shade light medium, and on there I said it doesn't illuminate, doesn't conceal. I don't know what you'd use this for. It's shimmery. If you swatch it, it is shimmery, but it blends away so easily. It does nothing if you put it on your face, and this is after putting on your primer and your foundation and trying to do anything with this. All it does is blends away, and it has a very peachy tinge to it. So of course it's meant to be used under the eyes, but it did nothing for under my eyes. I'm better off with the Age Rewind than this, and it doesn't look like it's that color in there. So of all of these, the one thing that I would not repurchase would be the concealer, and maybe somebody else can get it to work for them, but I mean, I did everything that you should and it still didn't work. So that's my review of the Joe Fresh products. Let me know if you've used any of them, and yes, that's it. Subscribe and click thumbs up. Thank you.